Now I can last chance. Baby Bessie, our boy anymore. I am Sabria. Baby Bessie, our boy moi. I am Sabria. Spain are the champions of the world. The golden boy finally will lift the FIFA World Cup for his first time in his career. The young boy, Lamine Yamal, Ferran Torres, Makukuela, Poro, and the entire team will be crowned as the champions. So far. Malam. Said you see kind say go be Premier Spain enyapa. Spain are the champions of the world now. O thought on that. Nyenko studio B na monto ade aka so famai.
O man wo hwe senior American kan na o hwe Bibia was in favor of my friend Spain. Argentina born there no more bobet na enema nheda enko yimfa mo. Eti abamusa na Spain for no etimi win this tournament no enyanwa esan so hwe ball am right na boa motumi abom ho modern papa nkwala no etumi akire Argentina for ne se eba ball na omani mu boye pa enti kudos eko edi amopani a your friend is De La Fronti and then nkwala ne so motumi abom ho modern age World Cup enti ehwe next 4 years ne so no so motumi edi friend is en Argentina yes 2022 dia na woje no nkobetumi ababe defend ne momo no entumi amba ne sa nti now no Spain ababe champions no yen hwere say the next edition no betumi ababe defend and also muntumi ensan so emba me defend it Spain for no abom modern so mutumi win this tournament.
Okay, yabeda malamase ono anene wote ne nka no happy a restaurant and pub and ane the commentary no ebesomo. The Glory TV sunye obo rem YouTuber obo The Glory TV a onsa ebe kan update details ni nyina no ye de besomo so no ewa hanum sentisa pepe anete ye go studio na ene na so no asom na omato aso e de afri ho de ama metin e na omamba kwabena pokusefa makram do bibiarasi.
What a night. Thank you very much, Omamba, and it has been a very dramatic night. I at least expected this full of drama. I know that the Spanish team was going to take up the trophy, but the drama, the intense, and everything that both team has brought to bear, I think one of our favorite finals so far. Nanake, what do you think? What's your general overview over the match? Now Spain is the world champion.
So wonderful stuff from Spain. They scored 3 goals, 2 disallowed. Yeah. Argentina barely had any shot on targets within normal regulation time. Yes. It was only the extra time that, and Argentina played better 9 men than 10.
10 men
than 11. Which I find it difficult to. Scaloni was too cautious of coming out of the shell. But if they had taken the approach, as I said, Zenka, they should be pressing more. They would have taken something from this game. Because the quality of the Spaniards, they will not allow you to have the ball. When you win it, they recover within 6 seconds. And Ferran Torres has been fantastic with the national team. And the likes of Dani Olmo, Nico Williams, out the team before the likes of Pedri came to take on. And so if you look at general assessment, statistics-wise, everything, just as the commentary was suggested, that everything went in favor of Spain, and Argentina was not the best team on the day. The better team won today.
Do you think Argentina could have been able to do anything different in the extra time to?
That's
to
what
win
I'm
this game?
saying. That understand. So he had players like Simeone who could have injected pace and pressure. I mean, players who could create also. Nico Gonzalez was on the bench for what reason? You understand?
Yeah.
And I think Simeone. I've been a big fan of Guillermo Simeone, but the last 2 matches I watched from him, he hasn't been impressive. The form he brought from Atletico did not translate into the World Cup. So, to me, anybody that made anything meaningful happen for Argentina was Messi. I mean, winning all the balls. I mean, every 50-50 ball, he didn't lose it. But anytime an Argentine wants to string a pass, a Spanish intercepts. And so I think they were not pragmatic. They lacked spirit. The Spaniards needed it and more hungrier. They were hungrier than what the Argentines were showing. And so to me, I think the better team won, football won, and it was fair. And I told you, for me, as a brother, everywhere he goes, this is better. Now, the money coming to Barca will be more because 8 of our players won their cup.
Yeah. Great. And coach, do you think Spain found out Argentina, their strategy they used to play, get into the latter part of the game, try to ensure that they'll press you more, even that they are down, press you more, get the ball to their main man Messi, do their crosses and score? Do you think Spain found out their strategy and decided to play them out of the game today?
Yeah, they did. Because when you watch Luis de la Fuente, he has been with the guys for quite a while. Okay, coaching them from the youth setup right into the senior setup. You can see that most of the players that he coached during the youth setup are the same players. So they know his philosophy. They know what he wants to bring to bear. So when it comes to a coach setting up the team, I think the red card too also affected Argentina. Okay, because you see, you as a coach, you can have your game plan, but going into the game, maybe you consider an early goal, then you have to change tactics, or maybe as Enzo Fernandez considered the red card. So definitely he has to change his tactics. So after changing his tactics, you see that you are a man down to, and against a team like Spain who always dominates possession. So definitely, I think they do the same thing to the French national team. So De La Fuente has also shown us that he's one of the best coaches that we have because to him.
Okay, so who is your man of the match? Looking at this particular game, who do you think will be your man of the match?
For the man of the match, I think it must go to, Pedro Porro had a really good game. But Fernando Torres too, when he came on, he really showed that, yes, something fantastic. And kudos, well done, congratulations to them. Maybe in the next 4 years, Ghana can also come back.
What do you think? Nico Williams tried to. The ball was almost. Let's talk about the goal. The ball was almost getting out of touch, Nanaki, and Nico Williams had the ball back for Ferran Torres to just bang in the goals. When Nico Williams came on, did he have any great impact on the team? Did you see actually a total change on the right?
Baena is also another option on that left wing for Spain.
Okay.
But Nico Williams presents more pace, more options, and more dynamism because of his trickery. And we say that form is temporal, but class is permanent.
Yeah.
He's a player that just recovered from injury.
Yeah.
But he could still see he got it inside him. And when he was about jumping, he knew he had to direct the ball back into the field of play. Mm-hmm. But when heading the ball down to beat Molina, who I feel also let his team down because, as they played, and these are the petty technicalities Nico Williams and the likes of Pedri and Ferran used to overcome the Argentines. So it was because he had already left his position. Mm. So, he was torn between recovering back to his position or staying glued to. And the power behind the shot and the angle, I don't think any keeper in the world can be able to can save that. Yeah.
So, Coach, we are wrapping up. Have been able to give us one of the best tournaments.
You see, there was this in the slot. I think over with the controversies that surrounded this World Cup.
Yeah.
Talking about the
The
Iran
referee.
and the US.
And then
See,
the
there
referee.
were security issues and stuff. So, and the tickets to being increased, the price of the tickets being increased too. A lot of people cancelled the tournament, like prior to the tournament, they cancelled their tickets and stuff. So, it shows that the World Cup would bring.
US wants to host the World Cup again in 2038. Do you think we should give it to US to host it, depending on this tournament?
Probably if Trump is not the president, I will agree.
Of course, he will not be the president in 2038.
I'm just saying that if Trump
He will
is
not,
the president,
because
I
after
agree.
his
Because
tenure,
for the overturn of Balogun's red card issue and the interference in a lot, as Oti said, the politics surrounding this World Cup will nearly mar the beauty of the game. But all notwithstanding the a lot of innovative ideas FIFA brought on, like for example the hydration break.
yes, the hydration.
But for that, I don't think the quality and the standard of play would have been this high, because the temperature and the humidity and the water lost is just too much. Again, organizers did very well. Opening ceremony for every match, that kind of game ceremonies, spot on. The euphoria, the musical aspect that has been induced into the competition, the financial muscle of FIFA now, teams stand to gain more. Participation teams have increased, and so one would think the performance level is going to drop, but no. You saw the likes. There were every country that came to this World Cup, with the exception of Algeria, who I think did not represent Africa well. Even the Black Stars did well. Cape Verde, fantastic. There were revelations in the tournament. Vozina has been known. We know Aya Bouaidi of Morocco. We've seen players that hitherto were not known, but now have come into the limelight. The aftermath of the World Cup is what we're looking at, as to how US can single-handedly co-host this. US is not known to be a top footballing nation, but they've done the hosting before.
Yeah, they've
US
hosted
94.
before. Yes.
Yeah, so hosting it again after, if it's in terms of facility, it's not going to be a limitation.
Yeah.
But yes, it's possible they can hold it. They can host
The
it.
whole technical aspect.
And the love for football in the United States has grown.
Yes.
As they call it, soccer has now gained attention.
Yeah.
Now they've seen that it's not only throwing balls into hoops.
Because
and
Fox,
batting.
as the official channel that was picking up the World Cup
Feed,
had recorded one of their highest views ever.
And
in
even
game
FIFA
matches.
World Cup record-breaking attendance was also recorded in this tournament. So all this comes to inform the fact that FIFA is doing something great, but aside that, the negatives, the politics surrounding. Iranians said they were even delayed at the airport intentionally just to give advantage to Belgium in their game. There were issues of the overturn of the red card situation. There were issues of Lionel Messi's unintentional trip on the player, who others felt if it was any other player should have been sent off. But Pierluigi Collina, the head of the referees committee for FIFA, came out clearly to issue a statement saying that it wasn't because Messi intentionally did that. Because Messi did not intentionally do that, that's why the referee, as Coach Riley said with the tackle of Enzo Fernandez, the referees look at the intention behind the tackle. So we aside these issues and all those who were thinking the script was written for Lionel Messi to
go to the
win it.
finals.
Now they have the answer. Lamine has it.
Talking about the referees, in this particular World Cup, we saw the referees come. We saw they said the ball has been chipped, where the triangular ball has been chipped. There has been a chipped inside to record offsides, and then some touch of play straight to VAR and stuff. Do you think with all this technology, it has been able to improve the performance of the referees in this World Cup?
With the human factor taken out, I don't think any machine can be 100% efficient.
No,
but yes, VAR intervene in a lot of situations. But where teams were also calling for the attention and the review of VAR. For example, Black Stars versus England.
Hey, so I wanted.
We would have won that match if the VAR was checked.
No.
So our coach, Riley Carlos Curious, said that they went for a coffee break and never came back. The VAR team.
No. Coach,
No.
were we expecting the VAR to naturally say, okay, referee, come and check, it's a penalty, or our players protest them for the penalty?
They did protest. I saw Semenyo blatantly telling the referee to go and check. But I don't know whether we did enough. You saw today's game where Lionel Messi felt that there was an infringement, and so they had to go and see what the VAR. He kept on insisting. It was the referee's discretion. But here, where if the referee knew if he had gone to check the VAR, I mean, England's goalkeeper was going off, and if he had checked the VAR, another English defender was going to get a red card. So sometimes, favoritism, the referees are human, let's not forget. And so they may take decisions that they feel can be overlooked by the committees and all that. But refereeing standard of this tournament has not been exceptional compared to other ones. Even though there's VAR and all this technology, goal line technology, chips inserted into the balls for sensitivity and all that, I still didn't see any improvement. Referees that were not good were simply not good on their day.
So, Coach, who is your discovery of this tournament? Which player were you not expecting that he would do very well in the tournament, but did very well in this tournament?
I was looking at a player from the Swiss national team, Mazambi, who now, I've been following that guy for quite a while.
Okay.
He's a very good player, and I think, for me, he's my discovery of the tournament. If you look at the kind of money that Aston Villa you paid, signing him, I think he's one of the guys to watch for the future. And I think the Moroccan striker too, who got injured.
Saibari.
I think he's a midfielder, a young midfielder.
Boadi.
Look, there's a bright future for African football.
Okay.
So with that one, I think we the Ghanaians can also learn one or two from this. So I think our FA should be up and doing now, because it doesn't just come on a silver platter. You have to work for it. Like the Spanish national team, they've groomed these guys for quite a while. It has taken them time by like bringing these guys together, getting the ideas that how they want to play. You see, with the Spanish national team, you have an identity, okay, and they don't go past that identity. They always stick to it. Yeah. So you stick to your strength, and I think their strength is always to dominate the opponent when it comes to possession, and that one helps. And I think so far, there are a lot of discoveries that we've done with the young guys also. So let's see.
Okay, last question. Nanaki, can an African team win the World Cup in the next 4 years? Since Morocco is going to be part of the
in the next, please, your question here, the last
next 4 years, Morocco is hosting with Spain and Portugal.
The British will say ludicrous and ridiculous at the same time.
Is it possible? Because if you look at the Moroccan team, if you look at it,
factically, no. I might sound like Jamie Carragher today, but I'm telling you, no. Why am I saying no? You should ask me why.
Why?
Fine. Morocco has structures. Look at the only teams that have ever won the World Cup, and look at the trends of the last 4 World Cups. Always quarterfinals. These are the same reps that come. So in the last 4, let's see the countries that were.
Morocco went to semi-finals last year and came to quarterfinals.
It's one of those. I don't think
and Morocco went into quarterfinals this year.
And what happened? When they played France, they decided to pass the ball backwards. That was when I thought Ayab Bouaidi was my discovery of the tournament. But that game they played was so shambolic that you were controlling the game. You had a ball. The same game Spain played, but they were playing theirs backwards. You see my point?
Okay.
So Africa, we have problems. Morocco has a infrastructure and the structures laid down all right, but I don't know technical direction. A coach takes you to AFCON final, you fire him and bring a new one. Look at the game. Look at the talent.
He wasn't fired.
Abundance of talent that they have. Same for Egypt. You scored 2-0 with Argentina. Zico, that guy was a street guy, sleeping in moxes and bathing on the street and all that. And he was my discovery of the tournament. Zico, and then Senaya of Ghana. Yeah. These are my discoveries. See, an African team cannot win the World Cup in the next 16 years. not 4 years.
16.
I'm multiplying it by 4. Why am I saying so? Now, the systems that these countries play, like for example, Spain, Germany, France, the last 4 countries that go to the quarterfinals. So we had Argentina, who have won it, are winners.
Yeah.
Spain, who are winners. France, who are winners.
Yes.
And England, who are ancient winners.
Yeah.
Now, if let's say Cape Verde is going to even come of age, Morocco, Egypt, or in future Black Stars, what kind of game do we play? We even play our own game. Brazil looks off color because now they are playing Europeans in the Brazilian shirt. What is the philosophy of the team? What is our club play of Ghana has now changed to Kairos defensive play? That's what I'm saying. I don't see Africa coming in and they think like Europeans, they play like and you cannot beat them at their own game. You understand? The closest Africa has come to is Morocco. And maybe next 4 years they are hosting it, co-hosts.
Yeah.
Maybe home advantage you play but I don't see how
They can.
because Mexico hosted it. It's a better team than this Moroccan team. But England went there to beat them.
Yeah.
You understand? They had the likes of Quinones, another discovery of the tournament, the top scorer in the Saudi Pro League, Quinones. They have players who are very good and the home crowd. Yet, when it matters most, England disciplined them.
So
right at the back here.
Coach said he would disagree with you. Coach, is there any possibility
that Mexico is better than
Morocco?
They were also having this in home
advantage.
Because
The crowd was behind them.
Their own fans. So for that one, it's also a factor, okay, to motivate
But
you.
I'm looking at the quality. You know, since 2020, that they recruited their coach, he has been the same man taking charge of the team.
You are talking about Mexico.
And you look at the friendly Ghana played against them.
Yeah.
I didn't see any of the players who played against Ghana in their regular setup. That should tell you who he had.
Because according
He was
to
trying.
them,
He was trying legs.
Yes.
Because Quinones didn't even play in that game. Quinones did not even need to play in that game because he already had a team. Now Morocco could not play any attacking game. Just one player getting in Saibari, and you want to compare Morocco to Mexico, who have multiple Martinez in the attack.
Look, they did well in the last edition of the tournament.
Yeah, so you are hoping that they can build a team again to come.
They've even tried, okay,
even being in the quarterfinals.
Even being in the quarterfinals.
Assuming there was not any round of 32, they would have still been in the semi-finals.
The kind of position that they met.
Yes.
Also winning against Canada and stuff.
Yes.
It's Canada not an hosting.
Yes.
It was part of the countries hosting the World Cup.
So
they showed.
See, my problem with the Moroccan team was the fact that they crumpled against the French.
France, you are playing
And
against France.
I'm saying
You are
that
you are playing
with
against France
so when
for crying out loud.
How even win a World Cup if you can't win against France?
I understand. Oh, most
Why
of
you
the teams,
crumple? It
most
takes
of the African teams crumple. Most of the African teams crumple.
If Morocco had the spirit of Cape Verde, you think they would have gone out?
Will go all the way. But
If
they were hampered by
Morocco has
Venezuela
quality,
now.
coach,
Yes.
coach.
Spain.
Nana, let me ask coach a question. The Cape Verdean team and the Moroccan team, who has talent?
Oh no, Morocco has talent more than. If you were given the opportunity to reshuffle the African countries, that
South Africa, go back to your country.
which other African countries would you have replaced them with? Algeria and South Africa.
I'll bring in Nigeria and Cameroon.
Why?
They have history in the World Cup.
Do you think they will still